Okay, in this video, let's take a look at the golf swing of Patty Tavatanakit. Just a great young player on the LPGA Tour and just incredible talent, just that natural ability and, of course, the mental game to go with it. Just a reminder, if it's your first time to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like the video, hit the like button as well. So let's take a look here. So first we have an iron swing, and it is an interesting swing. I really enjoy studying all kinds of golf swings, and hers a little different, but really, really good. You can see why she has the power and the control that she has when she's swinging well. So interesting swing, definitely more vertical than some players, getting that club up above the swing plane. So no jeopardy of getting the club caught sort of in under the plane at all. And then up at the top, not a lot of wrist cock, gets more of the hinge coming down, but great extension and width. And you can tell from looking at some of the other videos as well, especially face on, just how flexible and strong she is to get that huge wind up, but keep this left arm absolutely locked, completely straight. And as it comes back down, staying in posture. And with this wedge shot here, like I said, just this sort of natural ability that she's figured out, keeping the feet incredibly quiet. There's that bowing down of the left wrist, a little blurry, but we can see it there as it's twisting down this way. So we know the face is in great position. And look at that club return back on the swing plane. So right back where she started, feet completely on the ground. And for players like hers, you know, she has to play in the club out, she has to get it down there using a quieter lower body than she would to pound a drive out there as far as she can hit a driver. So she's figured out how to keep this lower body quieter, get the club on the plane, and then you see the foot pulling up later here than you would ever see. You can see it's down a long time. And if you struggle with your wedge shots, I'm telling you, keep that back foot down as long as you can, and it will help you tremendously. Sort of a wedge finish, sort of that partial looking finish there. And this shot was right on the flag, in there about 3 feet. So great looking swing here on an approach with that wedge. Taking a look at a driver swing here, looking at the basics, posture-wise, something you can really copy from her posture. Very natural looking look here. Pelvis sitting neutral to the spine, so not the crazy butt out look, but more of a very natural look here. And like I said, this is a powerful player. You'll see from the face-on view with the driver, the strength she has, flexibility. But here as she goes back, you'll see a very different swing here than with the wedge. So the club working its way up exactly like the wedge. Great extension with the left arm. Amazing width. So no collapsing of these arms. The right arm even incredibly wide, barely getting to a 90-degree bend. That is incredible width. Amazing flexibility in the hips, in the body. You can tell her lower body looks so stable there. And then as she fires, she's using those legs great, just like most modern players do, down in the ground. And now you'll see, because she's rotating out of there, that back foot getting up off the ground and a raise up move there. Now the raise up move, if it gets excessive, I'm sure she has some trouble, like all players, a little right and left. But for the most part, the fact that her mentality is so amazing, and she does the same thing. I mean, she's a gifted player mentally, that when you attach that to the physical strength here and power, wow, look at that flexibility. There's just no range of motion. She's not going to hit if she wants to. So I can only imagine as she gets older, since she's so new out there, but she has that just amazing God-given talent to play tournament golf, both mentally and physically. So I think the sky is the limit for her game. A quick sidebar into the putting here. She is in the top 20 in putting on tour, which, to go with that power and ball striking, wow, that's amazing. And she had said this week that she is putting very well, which maybe she doesn't do all the time. But to me, she's a great putter and great setup. You can see that shaft going right up the forearm line. And just her pace and her flow to her putting stroke is just gorgeous. I mean, this was a wedge shot that went in there spinning left, you know, ended up 15, 20 feet away. I'm sure she didn't like the shot because it was a wedge shot, but then she gets in there below the hole and just nails it. And another one of her many, many birdies at the A&A. One other quick little pitch shot here and chip on the edge of the green. Like I'm always highlighting for players that are struggling with their chipping. A lot of my students, when I first work with them, they have trouble with these shots, and a lot of it due to footwork. And when you can turn your body absolutely coming through, but you have to make sure that your feet are quiet. This is more of an upper body swing. You can certainly turn your lower body. You can be turning your hips and moving your legs, turning your shoulders for sure on the way through, but you don't want to be jumping around, because if you do, if your feet are moving around, you can see hers are not, then this angle is in jeopardy. This spine angle that she creates at address will change on the way through, and that's where a lot of people have trouble with these short shots. They're coming up out of their posture even a tiny bit, then the hands get active. She does not. Hits her spot, rolls it out there 3-4 feet away. Probably not her best, but at her level, good enough. She'll make 99% of those putts. Okay, now driver from the face-on view, and like I said, watch the extension first of all with the driver. She has it with all their clubs, but wow, this driver is super wide. That left arm is absolutely not breaking down at all. And why would it? There's no reason. There's nothing in her frame that's going to stop her from rotating that might break that arm down. A lot of students, if you can't move as well, by the time you get right in here, your upper body stops a little bit because of tension or lack of range of motion, and then the arms start to collapse. With her, she's turning, her right hip isn't even moving. I mean, this entire section here, there's no movement whatsoever, so there's nothing pulling or resisting. So she can keep winding and winding until it finally hits end range of motion up here, and she's absolutely still straight with that left arm. Like I said, less hinged than some players, but wow, that's a power position. You'll see that with long drivers, really extending that spine up here. And then she can sit down. Once again, look at those legs moving, and she's in the legs here, super powerful. So she has the flex here. We know from the other angle, this one's also flexed. Massive lag. And that is a power position. This 90-degree angle, body doing all the work. There are no arms involved here. And once again, she's down long enough, in rhythm. She's hitting it right down the middle and super far. If she happens to get quicker, maybe not. And once again, range of motion, not a problem. I dare anyone to get to there. And with that speed and strength, she kind of has one of those bodies, if you look at it too, you know, she's built for golf. She has a super strong lower body with the flexibility. And if you happen to be in reverse, if maybe your upper body is strong and your legs aren't as strong, it can be a tougher game. But when you have that base like a Jack Nicklaus or someone who has super strong lower body, just genetically, it is an easier game. And you put that together with the flexibility and the mental game, and wow, like I said in the other clip, I just think the sky's the limit as she gets comfortable, or more and more comfortable, on the LPGA Tour. One more look with a fairway wood, different angle. I think you can see the sequence really well from these sort of quarter-on angles. Super comfortable, natural-looking setup. There's that one-piece action with the shoulders, everything working away together. Those high hands. And now the lower body engaging, core, legs. That arm and club there, the arms and club are being pulled down by the lower body. There's that power position using the ground. And just absolutely letting it rip. And she draws a lot of inspiration from Tiger Woods. You can see it in her interviews. You can see it in the way she plays. She's definitely dialed in with that sort of one shot at a time, one hole at a time, super aggressive, no fear mentality. And wow, it is really fun to watch. Okay, well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if it is your first time to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Hit the like button as well if you like the video, and we will see you in the next one.